What's up? Welcome to It's All About the Hunts. Today, it's a Marvel Legends Day. So I went out hunting for the Spider-Man characters. Saw somebody post in the toy groups that the Spider-Mans were hitting ollies for 10 bucks. Ran over, found them, grabbed them. So I'm going to rip some of those open, and I got a couple of the X-Men as well. So I'm going to start with those first, and I'll have a little splash of vintage figures coming up near the end. I'm going to rip Longshot first. So I also got Multiple Man, but I'm not going to rip him because I already got the Jamie Magics that's up there. It's on my one shelf. As you can see, many shelves of Marvel Legends. I've been collecting Marvel Legends since Series 1 dropped. I was working at KB Toys at the time, and this was going back quite a while, and grabbed all of them, so been collecting these for a long time. Just been grabbing the ones that I don't have on my shelves now. Hasbro does re-release Marvel Legends all the time, so don't overpay for one, especially if it's, if it jumps up real high real fast. Wait it out. They all come back around. Look at Dragon Man's being re-released now. Alright, here we go. I'm going to rip him. Then after that, I got a couple of these Spider-Man figures. I'm not going to rip Spider-Woman either because I already have a Jessica Drew on the Spider-Man shelf, so I'm going to keep her sealed, set her aside, but I am going to rip the Rose, Spot, and Tarantula. All today on It's All About the Hunts. First one, let's go. Longshot. You can kind of control probabilities. I think he shows up with Mojo in his first appearances. Okay, so what do we got? Dagger. It's got 3 little knives, 1 dagger. Just like the G.I. Joes. Oh, I love when they give them holsters to keep their accessories. He's got these. I guess he's going to be throwing them, huh? Hasbro, as always, Hasbro's articulation, double jointed. Everything swivels now, right? They finally got it. Sometimes the sculpts are a little bit iffy, or long necks proportions might be problems because they do reuse parts a lot. Got a bag and 2 extra hands. I'm going to leave those in there for now. Pouches galore, right? Pouches galore. 90s. Was not designed by Liefeld though, but lots of pouches. Alright, cool. Longshot. Got an extra bag. Not a bad figure. Didn't already have him on the X-Men shelf, and he's, an X character that can go on there. First up for the Spider Villains, Tarantula. So another Spider Villain for the Spider Villain shelf. He's got such a good rogues gallery. So we got Tarantula. He's got crazy points on his feet. Again, articulation's awesome, posability. He's just going to be chilling, so boom. Next one up. Next up, we got Spot from Across the Spider-Verse. So, Spot's cool because he's really stylized, but it might not really look right with all the other characters on my shelf because most of them are just the comic style characters. I don't have any of the other Spider-Verse. He's got multiple hands, so he's got some fists. I'll probably give him a fist. Cool, he comes with like Miles, so his web hand and his hand, and they hook to this pole, this stand. So it's like they're popping out of his spots. So it's like he's popping out of a spot. So that's kind of cool. Cool accessory. Even though this is for the animated movie, you still got the double articulation. Got a chest swivel, so a little bit different articulation than some of the Legends, but I think it's just the way his body is built. His proportions are different than most of the other characters. Alright, my last of the Spider-Man is the Rose. I liked when Spider-Man had like a bunch of the gangsters as like his villains for a little while. I think his first app is in Spidey, drawing a blank, Amazing 253 or something around there. I will correct myself if I'm wrong. I can't remember exactly. So he's got like that basic buck though. They use the same suit. I feel like they use the same suit pieces all the time for a lot of their characters. He does come with 2 guns. Looks like the mold for the Phantom X gun, kind of. The one, I'm not sure. And he comes with a Rose. A Rose with the Rose. He can only hold one of the guns at a time. I'm going to go with the extended mag. Can't really do anything with that rose. It'll get packed away, I guess. But another cool villain. Alright, so just to go back down the line real quick, we got the Rose. His first appearance is Amazing Spider-Man 253, but pretty sick characters, pretty rad design. Spot, first appearance is Spectacular Spider-Man 97. It runs through 97 to 100 or something, his little arc. We got Tarantula in Spider-Man. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 134. The cover is really close to, I think, Spectacular number 1. And we got Longshot, whose first appearance is in Longshot number 1, the miniseries. Also has Mojo, I think, in there somewhere. My two vintage figures that I'm going to rip today, not really, because I found them at a yard sale and they were cheap and awesome. I've got, in a different comic realm, we've got Two-Face, wind-up action. Does it work, though? That's the question. Oh, maybe not. Thought it was going to work. He's got his coin. One's damaged side, one's regular. His hand would turn. I guess you could be like, what do you do? And he could turn it and it would just end one way. Cool. Old school joints, though. He's got knees that bend. His knees are really tight. Hopefully not going to break them. Sometimes old plastic. Oh, there it goes. And that's a bad. And it ended on the wounded coin. Oh, look, still spinning. We got the good side. Bad side. All right, that's a pretty fun toy. Old school ones, they had a whole lot of them. I bought a couple of them for my nephews who has a little guy. Just because they're more durable, easier to play with. And my second one from the same yard sale was the Venom. This was the Venom that came with the backpack. So all the sound effects still work. He wants to eat your brain. Venom, come on now. Pretty cool. Old school, again, knees bend, that's it. And he just kind of, his arms only swivel at the shoulders, his hands are stuck in that pose. He's almost like a Frankenstein walk, but not really. He's probably jumping at you with the Venom arms. Posability. Don't underestimate some of these old school toys, though. They're pretty rad. They're super cheap. But the more of them just get thrown away, wasted every year. So cool, Venom. This was that wave with the talking backpacks. His still works. Stoked to add that. Two-Face from the Superpowers. Thanks for checking out. It's all about the hunt. I love hunting. Always out hunting. Trying to find good deals. If you want to see more of my collecting journey, check out my channel right over here. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Let me know what you think of this haul in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Nate. This was It's All About the Hunts, and I'll catch you on the next hunt.